Right, so this is a pitch for my 3-minute film because obviously that's the brief, but I've been brainstorming so many different ideas of what I want to do and what I could do, and I mean, I've done so many horrors with the course. I've done documentaries, I've done all these different things, but I've never worked on something that conveys myself in a way, and that's something I've always wanted to actually do. And I feel like this 3-minute short, especially for the film festival, can actually help me with that. So the idea is about two fans. They're working in a comic shop. If I can't get the place for the comic shop, it would just be them sitting around reading comics and then having a little dispute and an argument, kind of conveying how I am with my friendship circles. It's heavily inspired by Clerks, so I like the idea of singular shots, very basic, not ultimately aesthetically pleasing, just simple to watch, straight to the point, and funny. The story's, as I said, quite simple. It's just a small 3-minute argument between two people whining about certain things and bickering. Like I said, it will be simplistic shots. We'll reminisce the classic indie movie Clerks. There is a quick example that I would like to show you of what I'm aiming for.
Thanks.
Oh, Jedi, there's a bunch of Muppets.
There was something else going on in Jedi. You never noticed it till today. They built another Death Star, right?
Yeah.
Now, the first one was completed and fully operational before the Rebels destroyed it.
Luke blew it up. Give credit where credit's due.
And the second one was still being built when they blew it up.
Compliments of Lando Calrissian.
Something just never sat right with me that second time.
So that's a quick, brief example, just two people talking about a certain subject, which then can translate to, you know, today's cultural perspective. But of course, what I'm aiming for is just comedic effect. It's entirely dialogue scenes, not, just mostly comedic. I don't want to go too over the top with too many things. A 3-minute short of just two people standing there having a dialogue conversation and so forth. The audience that I'm aiming for are comic book fans, and maybe a little bit towards like the stoner culture, because a lot of films like this are mostly aimed towards like the stoner audience, like the stoner comedy, as you will. Bromance comedy, you know, they are arguing, but they have this close connection, close bond. It is suitable for the Rain Dance Festival, as it is just under 6 minutes for a short film, and can easily come under the comedy variety that they might potentially look for. And yeah, that's the simple idea. Can it be feasible? And do you have any questions?
Yeah, so you've got one location. Have you sourced a location for it?
Yeah, I've been in contact with Calamity Comics in Hatfield. They've asked me to come down with a pitch and a brief outline explaining what I want to do and what I might need from them. They like the idea, and I've expressed what the idea is based off of, and they're a big fan of it as well, and they wouldn't mind helping me out there. So, but it's only if they like the pitch and the script, which is what they want out of it.
Okay. And have you had thoughts about casting?
Casting, I want to do. It's like a cognitive brain therapy sort of film for me, in a way. So it's going to be myself on screen along with a friend, because it will be easier to convey the actual, you know, the emotion between the argument and the comedic effect of it, hence the bromance and the, you know, the comedic value. So casting is quite easy and simple for me. So I think the only thing is location, and then figuring out budget, depending if the comic shop want, you know, 10, 20, 30 quid for like an hour of shooting in there, maybe 2 hours of shooting. It depends what they want. And also there's the travel to Hatfield and back to Potter's Bar. And then if we have a break, you know, food and drink, sort of thing. So.
Okay. What would you envisage filming this on?
Filming, I want to use the FS7. I don't want to use the 4K version. I just want simplistic stuff. I mean, I want to try and capture the aesthetic of Clerks from 1994. I like the black and white. You know, back then it was because it was cheaper to do, but I like the feel of it, the look of it. You know, because again, there's a lot of colour to have on screen. I mean, it's in a comic shop. It's colourful. It's really over the top with colour. So I feel black and white will be more appealing to the eye. But it depends. When it comes to editing, the editing process, you know, I can figure it out from there.
Okay. And who? Obviously, you're not going to shoot it yourself. So who do you think?
I mean, because we're doing it in a group, I'm hoping to get Joe or Ben, who will probably be free to shoot it for me. But between takes, obviously, I'll still be directing it, and I'll be looking at the scenes to go, you know, that's not right. Maybe try this certain perspective instead, certain shot type or creative language. But that's the idea. I think it's simple, it's feasible, and it's just fun, I think.
Okay, great.
Cheers, kid.
Well done.